Welcome to your show once again. Big supermarkets face closure due to Mnangagwa's government poor economic policies. This is now beginning to be signs that are showing us that the country is going back. You still remember the 2008. The 2008 was a crisis. It was a serious issue that happened in the country where shops and businesses ran out of stock, and there was literally nothing in the shelves, and people would have to be hunting for food, queuing for bread, queuing for literally everything. And that situation is all because of the poor policies and poor management issues that we are always talking about. And ZANU-PF people, in their foolish wisdom, they always think that they are right, and they don't want to listen. They turn a blind eye to the realities on the ground. So right now, as we speak, the exchange rate has gone haywire, and the Minister of Finance is trying to interject there, but their intervention is coming and worsening up things. Newswire reports that Zimbabwe's biggest retailers have told Finance Minister Mnangagwa that supermarkets face closure if he does not fix an exchange rate policy that is driving customers away. Here is what they propose. So there is quite a lot of proposals that have been made by these, businesses, and because what is now happening is that the exchange rate is just running away. It's running away, and the government was always wanted to declare exchange rate. Especially now, the problem is on declaration of two exchange rates, where you have the RBZ exchange rate, then you have the black market. You see the bank rate and the black market rate. That one is a problem already. No economy can ever run like that. It is because ZANU-PF is refusing to accept that money is in the streets. They don't want to accept that. So the one who is really supposed to be controlling the exchange rate are the people in the streets, because those are the people that have money. The government itself is a broke government. The government itself and the state, the nation itself, is not productive, and we are not exporting as much as we should. So that makes it very, very difficult now to control the flow of finances in the economy, to the point that now the money that is just getting into the country is mainly the diaspora remittances and nothing else. And of course, a little bit of trade maybe that is still happening, but it's at a very, very small scale. So these guys are just busy with the stealing of the resources, carrying mineral ore through Bedbridge. I mean, through the Mtare borders and whatever, taking chrome to Mozambique and the like. The things that we have seen, lithium also being one of those that are being taken out, that is being taken out at a very, very high level. So this government is just, when it comes to deal with us, the citizens, they just do, some makeup, treatment. They don't put their heart to it to say, okay, we want to save the people. We want to make sure that Zimbabwean people are, receiving the best that they can. And right now, as we speak, goods are beginning to fly off supermarkets. They are flying off supermarkets. Supermarkets can't restock. Supermarkets can't continue to deal with the ZIG, and then they would want to look for the US dollar. They can't get it. They will have to get it at the black market. And the black market is going to be rising up, and the people that are causing it to go up is the same ZANU-PF people again, who are into tenders and the like. You still remember that audio which we did on the main show where we were talking about these things. So it's a sad situation that we continue to see happening in the country, and we still have a government that does not care. ZANU-PF does not have time. They don't care. Mnangagwa is not even worried about what is happening to the economy, as long as he continues to get what he gets, milk what is milking from the country, grabbing what he has to grab, him, his children, and his cronies. All that is what they are concentrating on. People like Mthuli Ncube and the rest, they are all just feeding in the feeding trough. They are just filling their bellies, and no one is worried at the situation that is happening on the ground. So the idea of wanting to defend the economy using propaganda is one of those problems that we continue to experience. You can't defend the economy by propaganda. You can't police the economy. We have seen, police officers coming and arresting people, beating up people and whatever, and arresting and threatening. But we have said it that this is not going to work, because the problem is not where the police are being sent. Those are symptoms. You see, those are symptoms. The ZANU-PF, if they need to fix this mess, they need to go to the roots, to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is corruption in Zimbabwe. Corruption is too much. It has gone out of hand. This is why there is this war and struggle that is happening right now with General Chiwenga, as he has started to come out and beginning to declare that corruption now is becoming a security threat to the state. You see, that's the truth of what is happening. And this is an issue that should have been addressed long back. But we have political appointees. That's the problem. We have political appointees. You know, they call them what? They call them party, party delegates, or like people that are delegated from the politicians or from the party to run affairs of the country. So that one is a problem. We really need professional people to do this work. People that are solely economists or professionals and not attached to any political party, who don't get controlled. You see, the problem is ZANU-PF controls everything, even control the Reserve Bank. And if you control the Reserve Bank, then it can't function independently as much as it should. So ZANU-PF must never be the ones that are at the forefront of deciding the value of the money. No, not politicians. Politicians are not supposed to be doing that. Politicians are supposed to be just coming up with policies that are supposed to be implemented in consultation with the expertise. And the expertise will give advice, and things will start to happen. The currency must be allowed to be free. They must let it be free and let the economy and the markets determine the value of the currency. That's it. Even if it were to crumble down, and even if the ZiG was to start so down and low, it's much better to leave it like that. And then you start closing gaps that are causing this economy not to move. And once you do that, the ZiG will begin to benefit. It will start to rise. It will start to gain value. And at the end of the day, it will become real money, not what it is today. Because today, really, honestly speaking, this is not money. This is some paper that ZANU-PF is throwing around to use it as a commodity of exchange for them to continue to milk the US dollar out of the economy. So this is what we are seeing happening. So it's a sad development, really. And if supermarkets would continue to close down, then it will be really a big disaster where we are going. Things are going to be even more difficult for the Zimbabwean people than what we could talk about right now. Thank you so much, family, for joining me on the show. We will be crossing over to the main channel, Chatufa Television Production, for more of the shows that are coming. So stay tuned. Remain blessed.